Hello everyone! Today I'm gonna be talking about Lords of the Fallen. And I think Lords of the Fallen might be better than Dark Souls in some ways. I mean, in one way it's definitely better. It didn't get remastered, that's good. I mean, who would want to get remastered in a bad way? Getting mustard all over that perfectly good game that was Dark Souls. And now apparently that's apparently the remastering has been so bad that the community has died out and now there's no more online interactions in the original Dark Souls. Isn't that tragic? Because there was still some online. Well, actually, I couldn't even play the original Dark Souls anymore because it had some broken Dark Souls fix on it. Maybe I had to reinstall that. I don't know. It just wouldn't open. But anyways, this game runs without any bullshit, without having to put any mods in, and that's already great. The only thing that's missing in this game is, well, unfortunately also the multiplayer. There's no multiplayer, so that's too bad. If there was multiplayer in this might be better, but then again, would this playstyle even work? Because everyone has basically the same playstyle, because ranged weapons are basically not really viable, because there's no way you can speed up how fast you get ammo for your gauntlet that shoots magical bullets. So you get like one of those magical bullets every minute, but then you get so basically very limited range combat. But the weapons are there. The melee weapons are there. Unfortunately, this game is very offensive to anyone who knows just anything about weapons, because your main character is a complete retard and he doesn't know how to fight, and whenever you tell him to attack, he swings his sword around for half an hour before he actually starts hitting enemies. And because it's like Dark Souls, you can't move around in this time. But I guess it doesn't matter because, yeah, I guess it's basically like that sci-fi game I was talking about earlier. It's called The Surge, and basically your auto attacks are utterly useless, and the only thing you can do is use the running attack. But in this game, the running attack is, for some weird reason, the heavy attack. So you have to be running and then do the heavy attack, and that's the only way you're gonna get a fast attack in. Anything else would take forever and is really inefficient. But in this game, it takes way too much stamina to do that, so I guess you'll still have to use the shitty normal attacks every once in a while. I don't know if that's better or worse. I guess it's on the same level gameplay-wise. But this game could come off as being broken and weird and shitty, but it really isn't for some reason. Like, there's this one enemy. Well, I guess all of the bosses have this issue where you basically can't fight them if you close up to them, because they will just turn on a dime. But unlike in Dark Souls, you're perfectly fine just staying out of their range. I mean, they won't do the attacks until you're close enough, so you gotta be in their range, bait out an attack, and then retreat, and then attack them when they're done with their attack. But unlike Dark Souls, you don't want to get close to your enemies, because in Dark Souls you have invulnerability frames. In this game, I don't know, I guess the roll just doesn't work as well as it should, or it doesn't give you invulnerability, so you can't really dodge through attacks like you can in Dark Souls. And at some point you fight a boss that's just called the Beast, and it's a giant mole that moves relatively slowly. And you think, oh, I'm gonna go between his legs, I'm gonna punch him in the dick. But no, because he turns on a dime, so he's always gonna hit you. And it seems like the game is super broken, but all you need to do is just run away from him, and then you can easily run up to him, and when you hit him long enough, he gets stunned and then he can hit his face. It's pretty basic, but it's still enjoyable. I don't know, I guess it's just... Dark Souls has its flaws too. It's got really bad hitboxes with the bosses. And Dark Souls has the worst sequel of all time. But Dark Souls 3 turned out alright, so that's good, I guess. I should get back to Dark Souls 3 at some point. That game was fun. But Lords of the Fallen's good, and oh, I should have mentioned, it's cheap to buy right now for like 2 days, so go get it, I guess. But you gotta watch out, because there's a DLC that literally breaks the game. Or at least it does for me. I don't know, maybe I'm unlucky, but it did it twice, and twice it corrupted my save game, so that's terrible. And it does that by teleporting you to a new area and under the ground. So you just fall, you're under the ground, and then you die, and then you respawn under the ground. And you can't teleport, you can't do anything, it just kills you repeatedly. It really sucks. Don't get that DLC that's called The Labyrinth. Or like uninstall it, I guess, because you're gonna get the complete pack, I guess, for $5, which is a really good deal if it weren't for the fact that this DLC is broken. But it's not even that good apparently, so whatever. Too bad though, because I would have liked to play it. Look, it's got skeletons. Oh well. Maybe one day they'll fix it, and then I'll play it. And then I'll be able to play with my characters that had their save game corrupted. What a tragedy. Well, it didn't even matter that much, because I liked replaying it to make a new character. But then when it corrupted my save game the second time, that really sucked. But at least I already had completed one playthrough by then. I mean the second one, because I played it ages ago when it first came out. And playing it now, it really holds up. In fact, I had way more fun this time than I had the first time around, because I was playing it wrong, I guess. I was playing it like Dark Souls, and then I was like, oh, I keep getting hit, this is bullshit. But no, just run out of the range of the enemies, you'll be fine. And also do the running attack, that's the only thing you can do. Like, half the weapons are really annoyingly slow. I don't know, you might not want to get those. Hard to tell. So why do I still think that this game is better than Dark Souls? Well, it really looks cool. It looks so goddamn cool, and it runs fairly good, but just, I mean, it's weird, because whenever you look at this game, I mean, you get, if you see gameplay, it's like, oh yeah, that makes sense, but if you look at screenshots, oh my god, is it gorgeous. You wouldn't believe, I mean, even if you played and then you look back at screenshots, you wouldn't even believe that that's how cool it looked all this time that you were playing it. Well, I guess it makes sense. It's got this really cool gothic look. Very nice. Also very crazy, because the weapons are like ridiculously large and unwieldy, and the armor too. I guess that's why they're so slow and stupid. Who knew? If only there were some realistic weapons, that would really kick these demons' asses. So there's these demon men that have invaded this world, and why? I guess we'll find out. It's a good story, there's a good twist to the story, in my opinion. It's really cool stuff, and really interesting is that this is like the smallest map that you've ever seen in a game. Everything in this map just is in like, I don't know, 1 acre of land or something. It's crazy. You keep backtracking and going back to the same areas, but they're always different, and it's amazing. I didn't even realize how much of the map was reused when I first played it, but it's just crazy. It's just great. Yeah, there's this whole area, and then your mind is blown when it's like, oh my god, that's where the starting demon was. He was right here all along. He wasn't far away at all. I like it. But watch out for that DLC. Don't buy that DLC. I mean, don't play it anyways. If you might get unlucky like me. Or maybe they'll fix that bug, who knows. You'll fall through the ground. Terrible.